friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking specifically into a no contact and or separation situation. What would they say to you if they could? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Good Karma Tarot, and pile number two is the Stained Glass Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say there's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose the Good Karma Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's take some time to realign our energies, so close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pile one. Specifically for no contact and a separation situation, what would they say to you if they could? Let's take a look. I'm getting a vision of someone stumbling. We'll see. We have the Hermit, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Chariot, the Hanged Woman, and we have the Three of Cups. Okay. We also have your Oracle cards. We have the Tarantula, we have Fortuna, we have 7676 with success. I do not have to prove myself to anyone. We have Sacrifice and we have Rose of Venus. Okay. Your person is starting to feel better about life. I think that this person was going through a very difficult time. Pile one, it could have been because of this connection. It doesn't have to be. But I am seeing that this was a phase that your person was going through. I think that they felt very, very defeated about whatever it was that they were going through. Like I said, for some of you, this could be about this connection as well. Your person has been taking some time out to relax, to breathe, to focus on things that actually bring them joy. In a way, I think that your person is starting to feel the life within them. That's the message that's coming through. They might, at one point, I'm pretty sure that they were not hanging out with anyone. It was just very closed off. It was just them by themselves and kind of staying in that, just staying with the thought processes that were working against them. But now it's kind of like they're starting to feel okay enough to socialize, to be around people, to even talk to people as well. They're still coming out of it, very, very slow steps. Though I think that your person there's a deep desire in them to move faster, to come out of this headspace that they've been in a lot faster. But the moment your person starts taking more steps, they stumble. So they've kind of realized through trial and error that they have to take baby steps for this new phase that they're stepping into. I would not expect them to reach out anytime soon, pile one, just because I think that your person is taking baby steps. So they've got to figure out how to manage this new energy that they feel and then come towards you, all right? For some of you, I am getting that maybe there was some kind of a disagreement between the two of you when both of you went into no contact. For others of you, I am getting that maybe there was some kind of hostility just before both of you went into no contact. So your person might be taking some time to process that as well. Overall, this is very slow moving energy coming through, but they're taking steps to come out of it. Eventually they will get to you, but they need to feel good within themselves first. And it's kind of like with I do not have to prove myself to anyone. I feel like your person might subconsciously feel there's pressure from you, even though you're not doing anything, but they might feel this pressure that they have to be ready to have this conversation with you or to talk about where both of you are at. But there is a deep resistance to that at this point in time. It's kind of like, I want to go at the pace that is comfortable for me, and I don't have to prove anything to anyone. Like, I don't have to get out of this in a supersonic speed. I don't know where that came from, but I don't have to get out of this in a supersonic speed. I can take my time and take my time to be ready for what's next. So that, I would say it's definitely a little bit on the healthier side, because your person is not succumbing to any pressure and they're taking things at a pace that is comfortable for them. I think that if they were to rush through things, they might not be mentally, emotionally, and even physically ready for the conversation that both of you are meant to have, or even for this reconciliation between the two of you. With the Rose of Venus coming out, I think that there is first a necessity of harmony within your person so that there can be harmony in this connection. And your person is actually aligning to that. Like I said, healthy energies coming from your person, but it's still baby steps, right? The message coming through is your person is learning to live, like truly live. Maybe they might have been in survival mode because of what they were going through, or even because of this connection breaking down. But now they're stepping into more thriving energies, if that makes sense. But it's been difficult on them, Pal One. It's been difficult on them. I think that even taking a single step, like even if it is a baby step, it has been pretty big for them. And it's kind of like they're starting to find joy in life all over again. But they need to fully trust that. They need to fully engage with that energy before they come towards you. With 7-6 coming up, I think that it is more of divine's confirmation to you that your person is aligning and they are flowing and they are coming to a point of inner harmony, which is going to be reflected in your connection as well. This doesn't have to be a romantic connection. This could be a platonic and or familial connection. This could also be a work relationship as well. That is also coming through. But baby steps, would not expect anything on the surface anytime soon. Pal One, it's going to take a bit of time, all right? Slowly working through it. Like I said, it's going to take time, but your person is putting in the effort. That's the thing. They're putting in the effort one step at a time. And they've already come to a point where they recognize they can't hurry this process. They have to take it slowly, steadily, and make sure that the foundation of stepping into healthier energies is good, stable first before they take the next step. But surely and steadily, they're coming towards you. I want to actually ask, what are they coming towards you for? Let's take a look at that, all right? Yes, communication, all right? There is definitely some kind of action that this person wants to take, maybe to clear out some misunderstandings, maybe to talk to you, maybe for reconciliation. The semantics could be different because there are just so many of you, so you would know why this person has been feeling that internal pull to reach out to you, to come towards you. But they're not yet there, Pal One, but they're getting there, all right? There's definitely some kind of action that this person is moving towards. to take towards you. Wow, I think that was a very complicated sentence. But yes, I hope that the message came across, all right? I think they're getting there. They're getting to a point where they're ready to take action, but it's slow-moving energy. It's going to take time, pile one, all right? But it has to be at this pace, because only and only then would it be alignment when your person reaches out, and that would give both of you a more secure place to figure things out, all right? So it is invariably going to help your connection, even though the pace might not be what you hope it to be, or it might be slower than you're expecting it to be, but it is there so that both of you can come to a place of alignment, all right? Pile one, this is where I will leave you for today. Really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. I can check the details in the description box below, but if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send in, watching my page ads, the memberships. Thank you so much, pile one, all right? Take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one, bye-bye. Hi pile two, for those of you who chose the Stained Glass Tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I don't know if it was caught on camera, but as I was taking a deep breath, there was some kind of a funny noise in my throat. So maybe some kind of message over there, throat chakra message. All right, we'll take a look, all right? Specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what would they say to you? Okay, it makes sense. With the throat chakra thing coming, okay. We'll see, we'll see. Alrighty. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Justice coming out, we have Page of Swords, the Fool, we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay. And I also have your Oracle cards as well. We have the Return, okay. We have Bast with I approach every day with flexibility and strength. We have double six with nurturing. We have insecurity. I am doing my best with what I have. Mouse. Yes, I do get the insecurity thing with the mouse coming through. Your person's taking each day at a time. Pile two. There is a deep desire to come towards you, to take a leap of faith towards this connection. I think that there might have been a lot of communication problems between the two of you when the two of you were together. And now I think that there has been some distance where your person's understanding some of the things that they should have told you when they were with you. And it's kind of like in their mind, if they told you what they had to say at the time that they were meant to say it, both of you would not be in this position. And so that thought process is kind of leading into, well, if I say it now, or if I become a version of myself that speaks my mind, that talks, that communicates with my person, then maybe there's a chance of a new beginning between the two of us. This person wants this connection. Pile two, I think that there is a lot of love that this person has for you, and they definitely do want a reconciliation with the Return coming up. But like I said, they know they need to evolve into a version of themselves that can communicate, in a way that is healthy for you, for this connection, and also for themselves as well. And they recognize that gap between where they are at right now, or where they have been, and where they need to be. And so that might be causing a little bit of those insecurities to come to the surface, that self-doubt. Can I actually be that person? Because I do want to come forward, but this relationship is calling me to be a higher level of myself? Can I do it? Can I genuinely become that version of myself? And I think that your person might not view themselves as someone who has seen tasks through, that message is coming through. So maybe this person, while growing up, might have been berated by their caregivers, saying, oh, you never follow through any task. Or that might be the narrative that they have in their mind about themselves. Like, if there's a task, they can't follow through it, or they'll start it with really good energy. I'm getting Aries energy, by the way. They'll start it with really intense energy, and then it's difficult for them to keep that momentum going. So there is that hesitation that's coming through. That's that insecurity, that fear coming through. But at the same time, I think that your person is letting themselves know that they're doing their best and they're taking things one at a time. They are determined to get to the end of this task. Like, they're thinking of it as a task. They're ready, or at least they might not be ready. I was called to correct that. They want to get to the end of this task, become a version of themselves that can communicate with you, that can show up in a way that is aligned for healthy communication, for this connection. But I think their own insecurities might be delaying the process a little bit. So they kind of struggle with that a bit with the Two of Pentacles. It's kind of like shifting here and there. But they're working through it, Pal 2. This person's working through it. I think that they recognize that's where they are at. They recognize what the problem was on their end with respect to communication. Like, they were too closed off, or they just didn't communicate the way that a healthy relationship requires, from both sides. There is recognition. There is also an understanding of the gap between where they need to be and where they are at right now. There is also a recognition of how to bridge that gap. But now it's a question of, can I follow through on this? All right, so it's the last step that your person is kind of mentally prepping themselves. I think that they are being kind to themselves. It might not have been the case previously, but with the return coming in, alignment coming through, I think that your person is being kind to themselves as they're working through their fears, reaching to the end point that they're meant to. This person will come forward with communication when they're ready, Pal 2, but not before that. All right, because I think that there is a version of themselves that this person has in their mind that they have to get to before they reach out to you. They don't want it to be them doing things halfway. That's also the message that's coming through. So in a way, it is to protect you. It is to protect this connection, because they know that if they come halfway, it's going to just lead to the same cycle being repeated between the two of you. Like I said, there is a recognition of what was lacking on their end, but that recognition by itself kind of is working against them. They need to resolve that first and then continue moving forward, all right? But there is momentum. I can feel it in the energy. And they're kind of taking it day by day, but they're getting there, all right? They're getting to that point. It might be a bit slow, every time the fire within them kind of dies out, your person is kind of pushing that fire back again. Like, what the vision that is coming through is, how there's this fire and the fire is burning out, and then you take maybe like a piece of paper, like a thick sheet, many sheets of paper. Wow, I'm not saying this very well. And then you kind of just like, do this. I don't know what it is. Like, you flap it, okay? And you flap it, and then the fire kind of grows a little bit more, like the flame becomes more. Yeah, that's what it is. So every time they feel that the fire is dying, they're kind of being nurturing towards themselves. That's the nurturing. I don't know. I'm not saying this in the best way, but it's coming through as such a strong vision, all right? So I hope you know what I'm talking about, Pal 2. So they're kind of like doing this, like kind of hyping themselves up, letting themselves know that no, we have to continue down this path. It's understandable, but we have to follow through this, and we have to get to the end point. And so then the fire starts becoming more again, and then that's pushing the momentum again and again. It will take time, but they're getting there. Helps you, all right? Slow moving energy, but they will communicate with you. And it's not just first time communication, it is going to be long-term healthy communication on their end. At least that's the version of themselves that they want to get to. Yes, Page of Pentacles. It is going to be slow. Pal 2, I would not expect communication from this person anytime soon, but it's coming. all right? And I think you can also feel in the energy, you can feel the momentum building behind the scenes. Trust what you're feeling, all right, pile 2? Okay, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. I can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with a like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.